Hello, hello.
Hi, Anvi. I think there was some network glitch that happened. So I would, like to introduce again to everyone that who we have as a special guest today. Of course, we have our very own Miss VogueStar India from season 3, Anvi Kerkar, who has been an inspiration to many young women in Goa who have been apprehensive about taking that first step into pageantry. So before we go ahead, Anvi, for the people who are actually meeting you for the first time, I would just like you to introduce yourself a little and talk about your journey from Panjim to VogueStar platform.
Yes, so hello everyone. I am Anvi Kerkar, your Miss VogueStar India season 3. So my story started from college events and it led me to a national stage of VogueStar. I'm currently pursuing my master's. I just completed my master's in microbiology and I've always had interest in dancing, in public speaking and anchoring, and I feel those are the qualities that help me do so well on the stage. And now that VogueStar is coming to Goa, I cannot wait for the people of Goa to experience VogueStar and cannot wait for VogueStar to experience the people of Goa.
Wow, wow. I love that. I love that because, like I said, that, the Goa that we relate with, in fact, the Goa that everyone relates with is so different from Goa that actually is. It's so much more than those beaches. In fact, the topic for today is Goa Beyond Beaches. And who better than you, Anvi, to talk about it? Of course, we'll get into the details, but would you also like to tell me that what made you register in Vogue Star India?
So I feel that we all know what our potential is regarding something, but many a times we just love the idea of the potential. We never really go to explore it. And I feel my true inspiration while registering for VogueStar was my own potential. I wanted to give myself that chance, that opportunity to really offer what I have at a national stage. And I'm really grateful to VogueStar for giving me that platform.
All right, all right. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so glad that, it was just our season 3 and you participated. In fact, before you became a part, we did not even have participants from Goa, right? So you kind of created a solid awareness amongst the women of Goa that, okay, we can also be there. Why not us? Now, when you became a part, you are from Panjim, I would also want to understand that how has VogueStar changed the way that you look at yourself now? Because it's been a long time now that you got this title. So after this, what exactly changed in you and what exactly changed in the people around you, the way that they look at you?
Yes, so I say that books are really pushed me out of my comfort zone. It really pushed me out of that bubble that I created for myself, right? It maybe made me so much more confident, so much more courageous. Not just that, just random conversations that I was having with the coaches, the designers, the contestants, the staff behind. Everything just made me realize that yes, I can go up to people, I can strike a conversation. I am confident, and yes, I can do it. Not just that, I feel the title holds a big responsibility. It is a prestigious title and it teaches you to be humble. And therefore, I feel Bookstart has taught me to stay grounded, to keep learning, and show my intentions, my positive intentions, no matter what platform I got. And I feel after returning from Jaipur, I received a lot of love from the people of Goa, a lot of love from my relatives. I was able to make my parents proud. I feel those days just changed me as a person, made me much more confident in myself, and I feel I don't have the fear of trying anything new.
Lovely, lovely, Anvi. And see, all of this coming from a woman as young as 23. I think it's incredible that the kind of exposure that you get, when you become a part of a solid or a national platform. Because see, practically, there are hundreds of pageants that exist. If I only talk of India. Yes, but this is again the responsibility of the platforms. Every platform's intention is going to be extremely different. No two platforms could work with the same intention. So again, when I talk of women in general, we had this thinking that pageants have always been associated with beauty. So how do you differ? How do your thoughts differ from this? Because even today,
Mhm.
whenever we talk to women, I talk to women, they have this mentality that, okay, you have to actually fit into those boxes. You have to be a certain size, in order to participate in a pageant, or for that matter, win in a pageant. So you coming from a very different background, you were not coming from the pageant industry, you had not had any experience in this industry. What would you like to tell these women who are eager to participate, but that apprehension is there that I cannot be a part?
So, beauty pageants are definitely much more than just outer beauty. Let's just start there. The beauty that really matters is your inner beauty. And VogueStar has always been that platform that has appreciated women for their ideas, for their purpose, and for the confidence. Whether you're like confident to stand up on a stage, on a national stage, and represent yourself and represent where you come from. And I feel that is immensely beautiful. And considering this is a platform which is led by women, which is made by women for women, I feel the women here understand the idea of compassion and authenticity much more than other platforms that we have in India. And I feel the categories or the boxes that are made by people regarding with your height, your weight, your skin color is not something that defines you. And Bogstar as a platform has understood this in the best way possible. I feel this is a gift to pageant industry, and the pageant industry is definitely changing.
Wow, wow. As a founder, I think I love listening to that. And why did I want this live to happen? Because instead of doing those polished conversations, I really wanted the people of India to understand, especially the women, that how pageantry has been evolving for the last few years. And I think this is the right time for women to participate in pageants, even if they do not want to be a part of the core industry. Right. So, yes, we will talk about how pageantry is so much more than just modeling or just getting projects in Bollywood. But before that, I would really want to dive deep into what the real Goa holds. What is it that is still hidden? Like I said, that whenever we think of Goa, we have these images of beaches, we are thinking of nightlife, holidays, and everything. But apart from this, what is it that you as a representative, you as a title holder, would want the people across the world to know of Goa and the women who are there?
Yes, so the world always looks at Goa, or rather, I say, the film industry has always portrayed Goa as just beaches and just parties, but it's just much more than that. And these two, even though they are such important aspects of Goa's tourism identity, they don't really explain what a true identity of a Goan person is. We are often called as Sushagat Goikas. Do you know what that means, Kirti?
I would really want to understand that.
So Sushagat Goekars means chill Goans. So the world really perceives us as chill. But when they call us chill, it's just not that we are lazy. When they are saying Sushagat Goekar, it means that we love a calm and peaceful life. It does not say we are lazy. When it comes to our work, when it comes to our identity, and when it comes to standing up for what is right, we Goans are extremely resilient, extremely hardworking. This is a land which promotes their children, their girls, I mean daughters especially, to be educated, to be independent. And I feel that is something that I want to put out in the world. That Goa is not just about beaches and parties. People in Goa are extremely rooted in culture. They are very hardworking and they are just big dreamers.
Wow, wow. That sounds also so, beautiful to hear about how the real women of Goa are. And coming again from a woman like you, it makes so much sense, Anvi. Now, you very beautifully said that, people here are up for, getting their women groomed. Even you as a woman are trying to move out of your comfort zone. So as a participant, when you became a part of VogueStar, Ranvi, were there any challenges that you faced, that, because again, pageantry has been associated with a lot of negativity,
Yes.
right? कहाँ पे हो रहा है, कौन कर रहा है, क्या होगा आगे, what's the future and everything. So did you face such challenges? If yes, how did you, overcome those challenges, and how did you then become a part of VogueStar?
See, I feel that when it comes to me, there were no such exterior challenges. What I mean to say is, my parents were very supportive, my community was very supportive. But the true battles that I was fighting was inside my head. Like, are you sure you are prepared for this? Are you up for this? I was feeling the sense of anxiety. Would you be up for it? Would you be able to present yourself the same way you are doing at your college events? Because the level of the two events will be totally different. This is a national platform, and you are basically representing your state over there. So I feel those are the battles that I fought in my head, and I really grew out of it. And I'm grateful to VogueStar for giving me such an opportunity. The next thing is that what would people think of me? What if I'm not able to make it, right? Because you are investing a lot of time, you're investing a lot of your thoughts when you're deciding that, yes, I want to try something like this. Will I be let down after I do something like this? But it was totally the opposite of this. And I'm really grateful for that.
Wow, wow. What, according to you, makes the women in Goa, unique?
What I feel makes the woman in Goa unique is that they carry a sense of balance. A Goan woman is she's beautiful, she's independent, she's ambitious, but at the same time she's very rooted in culture.
Hmm.
She understands the value of relationships, but she's not afraid to come out of their comfort zone and just soar high in the sky, right? Goan parents have always instilled some sort of principles in their children. We are very Goan parents are really protective, but Goan girls understand how to value those aspects as well as try something new for themselves. And I feel this balance is what makes them totally ready for something huge like pageants, right? And I feel this was very nicely reflected on the platform of VogueStar when I and Veda back to back won the title of Miss VogueStar India. And with VogueStar coming to Goa, I feel there will be much more opportunity for the women of Goa, and I can't wait for them to experience this.
Lovely. But I would really want to delve deeper into what you just ended this with, opportunities. Do we have a lot of opportunities in the state of Goa right now? Or according to you, is there a lack of opportunities there? So, what kind of opportunities do the women in Goa have? And is there something like that happening, that women who are, ambitious, who really want to do something with their lives, are they moving out of Goa, or they harnessing the
Mhm.
opportunities there?
So I do feel that Goa has opportunities, but only in some departments. I've already told you that Goan parents value education. So people really soar in fields such as medicine, like pharmaceuticals, or let's say law, etc. But when it comes to fashion industry or pageants or something that is a little bit risky because you do not really calculatively know what's going to happen, I feel Goa is a little bit lacking in that aspect. And yes, Goan girls are moving out for different kinds of opportunities, and I feel that everything that has been taught to them in Goa, their values and their intelligence and their ability to interact with people really lets them build those qualities in themselves which are required to be in such high positions.
Hmm. Okay, okay, Anvi. Now, specifically when we talk of you, that, it's been a while that you won this title. And after
Mm.
winning this title, when I again delve deeper as to what exactly are you doing right now, and of course, you've seen a lot of change in yourself after you won yourself this title. So, what is it through the training sessions by becoming a part of Vogue Star? Because I always say, that winning is not the only goal, because everyone cannot win. Everyone cannot be a title holder every year. So there is a different kind of value that we as a platform are trying to provide to all of our participants. So, as an honest feedback, I would really want to understand that how did these trainings help you, not just in the pageant, but apart from the pageant and whatever that you're doing right now in your life?
Yes. So I just told you that I recently completed my master's in microbiology. I have given just 3 interviews. This is a TMI, but I've given 3 interviews. And I have to tell you that I cleared all those 3 interviews, and all three
Wow.
companies gave me an offer letter, joining letter for the same day. That is tomorrow, the 13th of July. And so
Wow.
that put me in a position that I had to select which company I have to go to. And I feel that VogueStar, the training sessions with the coaches really taught me how to build up my confidence. With Ma'am Sonu Singh, our coach, she taught us how to express ourselves well, how to talk confidently, how to
Hmm.
impress the person in front, not just by saying something that would make sense to them, but saying something that you truly mean, right? And I feel excel in something that I like, excel in my career. Also, these days I was into dancing a little bit. I joined a dance company, and something that you really need for dance shows is a lot of heavy makeup.
Hmm.
And our makeup expert, our makeup coach taught us so much about skincare, so much about keeping your skin healthy, about makeup and everything. And when you're doing something creative, or let's say theatrical, makeup becomes a really important part because you are expressing yourself.
Right.
And that is another topic that VogueStar has covered for me. Next is nutrition with Ma'am Viveka Baros, and also a director of
Right.
Goa's Miss VogueStar Goa. Also taught us so many nutritional habits which are going to help us throughout our life, not just the 3 month space for training for VogueStar, but throughout our life. The recipes, what you should be eating. You just because something is fancy, you shouldn't be going for that. There are ingredients in your local communities, ingredients that are part of your Indian diet or your Goan diet that you've been eating throughout your life, but you do not understand the importance for that. Let's
Right.
say just because broccoli is a Western item, we tend to focus on broccoli as more of a healthy replacement in our
Hmm.
diets, but we do not realize that our cauliflower is doing almost the same thing that broccoli is doing. And this is something that Viveka Baros ma'am has taught me. And
Hmm.
yes, the whole idea, the whole experience of spending my 3 days at Jaipur really made me much more confident because I was able to go up to people, start convos. It made me a totally new person and really made me confident.
Wow. I love how, with utmost respect, you've been speaking of these trainers, because again, they are the core of VogueStar. That's how VogueStar exists. Because, whether you talk of Sonu as the image consultant, or you talk of Preeti Rawat as our beauty consultant, and then, of course, our very own regional director from Goa, Viveka Barros. I think all of these women, the kind of difference that we are able to bring about in the lives of women, because again, it's not just about winning that title, winning that crown. There's so much more to it, that how much you learn through this journey. So this journey is, I think it's so special, and it's so important for every woman to be a part of. Whether if we talk to these women who are married, who are not really wanting to get into this industry, but as a woman, even if we are handling or managing our homes, I think we need to learn all of this. We
Yes,
need to get that exposure, and that only gives us more confidence. That makes us more sorted. And especially, when I talk of the image consultant, like you very beautifully said that you cleared all of your interviews. Of course,
yes,
congratulations for that, Anvi. I'm so
thank
proud
you
of
so
you
much.
right now. But again, interviews, talking about yourself, that elevator pitch, all of that only gives you a mental clarity as
Yes.
to how are you supposed to express yourself. That's what communication is. So through these training sessions, yes, we're trying to give more value rather than just concentrating on one thing, that okay, this is the crown, you have to win that crown, you have to win that crown. So all of us must, have that invisible crown so that, whenever we are walking into any room for that matter, that energy is there. Everyone just looks at us that, okay, who has entered, with this positive energy. So that only comes once you are confident and once you are authentically presenting yourself every time, Anvi. And I think with you, this has always happened. The moment that you became a part of VogueStar, the training sessions, when you came for the finale, you were very authentic in who you were. In fact, today, right now, also, it's been after a long time that we're talking, but I can see you authentically being yourself. And that's what we need to teach women. कि हमें किसी को कॉपी नहीं करना है, किसी के जैसा नहीं बनना है, because each one of us, we are unique. And if we lose that uniqueness, हम रहते ही नहीं हैं. Now again, coming with that experience, being on the other side, now you're also a part of the organizing team. You are there as a brand ambassador of VogueStar in Goa, Anvi. What is it that any specific message that you would want to put across for our aspiring participants in Goa?
The message that I would like to put across for those contestants is that the days that you're going to experience from now on, the 2 months of training, the show, it is not just going to train you for that one day, it is going to train you for your whole life. And make sure, no matter who is standing in front of you, who is teaching you, you should be ready to absorb whatever knowledge you are able to take in at that moment. And I feel that this is a very, this is the coaching that that the coaches have given me have been a treasure to me. And I feel all the contestants that are coming in right now, I just hope that they are able to take in that the same way that I did and apply it throughout their life, because it's just not leading you to that one moment, it is preparing you for your whole life. Yes.
Lovely, lovely. I'm sure the women in Goa, they're already listening to you, and we will be sending across this video so that everyone knows that, how has your journey been, Anvi. And of course, through this live that we're doing today, I really wanted to make a very exciting announcement that how VogueStar India is finally coming to the state of Goa. And for the very first time, we are doing our offline auditions in Goa in the month of October. And again, these are just the baby steps that, we are taking towards creating a safe space for women from across the country. And again, this is not just a discussion that we were doing with the winner or a title holder. There is a shift of perception that needs to be, done, Anvi. जो कि in conversation से ही होगा, the more women that you meet, the more they understand that how pageantry has evolved along the years and what VogueStar is actually doing to bring about that difference, to make women feel more seen, more heard, just as they are. Only then they'll be able to take that first step. I mean, let's just talk about one very basic thing. There's this one question that we receive on a daily basis. In fact, 80% of our aspiring participants, they ask from the team that, is it necessary that we are very fluent in English? हम इंग्लिश में ही आंसर्स दें, हमें इंग्लिश अच्छे से आती हो तो ही हम पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं. So I would really want to tell to the aspiring participants of Goa that a language can never make you more capable or less capable.
Yes.
Right? It's yes. Would you want to add something to it, Anvi?
Yes, actually, I was talking with one of our potential contestants, and she asked me a doubt like that. Can I only participate if I am able to introduce myself, or let's just say give the answer to the Q&A round in English? Can I not speak in my regional language? And through Veka ma'am, I came to know that our regional language, that is Konkani, is very well accepted at Miss VogueStar Goa, and I'm really glad that, because this will make this project, this platform, reachable to a bigger population, right? So yes, I feel you do not have to be fluent in a specific language to put forth your ideas out there.
Lovely, lovely. I think yes, this is one apprehension that we as women have कि हमें एक specific language में ही बात करनी है. of course, gradually, as in how, we move up, we understand कि हम जो एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं वो हमें बिल्कुल दिल से एक्सप्रेस करना है, वट एवर दैट वी आर, हमें ऑथेंटिकली खुद को एक्सप्रेस करना है. इफ वी आर डूइंग दैट, देयर इज नो स्टॉपिंग फॉर अस. So, of course, I would like to thank you, Anvi, that you became a part of this live, and you helped the platform in changing people's perception. Of course, that will not happen in a day. Very
Yes,
gradually, the more people listen to you, offline also, you will be meeting more and more women. So this perception shift will happen very gradually. But
yes,
what now, right now, what I feel is that Goa is actually ready for a national platform.
yes.
Otherwise, generally, kya hota hai? When you participated, what happened? You had to appear for the audition virtually. Then you
Hmm.
took the training sessions. You traveled all the way from Goa to Jaipur in Rajasthan, right? So now the time has come that VogueStar is coming to
Travel
Goa,
to, yes,
right? For those women who cannot travel outside of Goa, who cannot even imagine कि हम कैसे जाएंगे इतनी दूर, क्या करेंगे. So उनको comfortable करने के लिए हम ये service उनके लिए गोवा में ही लेके आ रहे हैं, wherein of course we've already started with the registrations,
yes,
and we will be closing the registrations very very soon. Auditions भी हम गोवा में कर रहे हैं, और हमारे जो participants हैं who become a part of the auditions, they will be able to get a direct entry in Miss VogueStar India and Mrs. VogueStar India. राइट, तो ये एक पहल है जो हम गोवा स्टेट में कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज पर्सनली मुझे ऐसे लगता है दैट टैलेंट एग्जिस्ट्स एवरीवेयर, right? But sometimes the right platform is needed. So when you very rightly said that the women in Goa, they're very balanced, there's a structure that they follow, they're very
yes.
talented, they're very ambitious.
And
So why not get to these women, and why not let the world see these ambitious women, these incredible women that Goa has? And, let's see that, who's actually waiting to be the Miss and Mrs. VogueStar Goa. Who are these women? And perhaps they could be Miss or Mrs. VogueStar India also. So, thank you so much for being here on this live, and thank you so much to all of the audience, all of the people who are present here, that you became a part of it. And please share this link of the live with any woman who actually needs to understand that how pageantry works and how
yes,
soon we are coming to Goa. Thank you so much, Anvi. Have a good evening.
yes. Thank you so much for having me. It was lovely meeting you. It was lovely talking to you, and it was really lovely letting everyone know who's watching this live that Goa is ready for this. And also knowing more about Goa and the people of Goa, I feel we are more connected to Rockstar now than we were a few minutes before, right?
My God, 100%. That makes so much
Yes.
sense. Thank you, Anvi. Have a good evening.
Yes. Have a good evening, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.